By the way, this Bothy is haunted.
So we are back, Matthew again, on the Up to Summit channel. And this place might look a bit familiar. And that's because I've actually done a video before here. My solo wild camp was up on Tarn Crag. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're staying in a Bothy. I think it's called Mosedale Cottage, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna head up here, go to a secret waterfall, and then we're going to head to the Bothy. This is actually my first ever Bothy stay, so it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm not sure if there'll be someone else there or not, but it's literally a house, if you can call it that. I do use that term pretty loosely, but it's a house and you can stay in it for free, so this should be pretty interesting. Today I'm with Adam again, so let's get on with this walk and let's go find this secret waterfall. So after my last video, where we went down what should have been not really even a stream, and it was quite a gushing torrent, we'll have to see how we go today. Apparently after low rainfall, it's ankle height to get to this secret waterfall, but there's definitely been quite a bit of rain recently, so this could be pretty difficult. Last time I came down here, I don't really remember much water coming down off the top of there, so there's definitely more water, which is not really surprising. We are in November, so it is pretty windy, as you can probably hear, and it looks like there's a lot of water coming down that little bit there. So what it's going to be like up here, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, there's definitely a fair bit of water coming down there. It's not going to be long before we turn off somewhere like near that wall. So here is the entrance, or the start of the way to the secret waterfall. I did come here last time. I just went up to this edge, and I remember saying it'd be quite a cool camping spot if it wasn't so low down. But there's 0.3 miles from here where we're gonna have to walk up the side and then walk in the stream or river, whatever you want to call it, before we get to the hidden waterfall, which looks so cool. So I really hope we can get there. Honestly, look how much water is coming down here. But if the pool looks a bit like that, which online it looks similar, we could definitely have a really nice swim in that. Just it could be absolutely freezing. Look at that, the water is gushing down there. And this little bit here, it does kind of look inviting. I can't lie, it's definitely pretty miserable right now. You can probably see the wind blowing over, and we're definitely getting wet. But I think it's literally just that little cliff bit there. So let's go up there, because this is miserable weather. So they've made it down to the side of the river, and this route said to go to this tree, and you can somehow hop over rocks usually. But I think this is going to get pretty difficult to get up there, but we're going to have to find a way somehow. So we're going to leave the bags there, and we're just going to see if we can actually get up to it. So I'm just trying to work out if I can get across these rocks, but like, I don't want to fall in that because I do not know how deep that is. That could be really deep. I'm just wondering right now, what if we actually let ourselves in for? So our bags are down there. It's somewhere up there, but this could just be too difficult, and I'll be really disappointed if it is. It looks really difficult going up there, doesn't it? We might be...
Is that it there, or is it up
no,
there?
right up there. We thought we'd have a look, see if we could get above it and see if it's just there, or if it's a bit further up, but we're not getting across there. We're gonna go back down to our bags, I think. So we're stood here and we're just discussing what to do. Potentially maybe gonna put our trunks on and head all the way up there. But then I've just kind of looked at Adam and just said maybe this is just a bad idea. Right, so I've literally just undone all my laces, which are a right pain to get done back up. And we're about to get, I've got my trunks in my hand, and I've just decided maybe this is just a stupid idea. All the rocks are wet, so you're going to be sat down, getting wet, trying to get your trunks on, and then how the hell are we going to get dry? Because it's constantly raining, a fair bit as well. So it's going to be hard to get dry, so I think we're going to leave it. For now though, I think we'll get up to the Bothy, get indoors, then we can crack some drinks and just relax and get out of the rain. So we're going to say goodbye to this area, but I will have to revisit it at some point because I really want to get up to that waterfall. It looked so good. And it's disappointing, but there's no point being dangerous, getting ridiculously cold and climbing up a riverbed. Not even a riverbed, up a gushing river. There's just no point really. So we're back on the main track now. Easy going from now, hopefully. There could be some bogs though about. It's quite a boggy area. So we're absolutely drenched and we haven't even been in the water, so it's a bit of a lose-lose situation. But you've got to think about your safety. You can see how much water's coming down though, especially up there. But now we've got this reasonably steep pull up here. Quite nice looking down there, apart from the weather, but we'll have to see what it looks like in the morning. I'll tell you what, it's quite a pull up here. I'm definitely feeling it. And because I'm wearing all my waterproof stuff, it is making me sweat like mad, because although it's raining, it's actually quite warm today. Look at the falls here, there's a couple of different ones, or even 3 different ones. But that's quite a big one coming down in the distance. Here we go, this gate marks the end, nearly the end of this path. And we cut across right, and this is where it could get pretty boggy. So we have arrived at the bog, and it could get way worse than this. Oh no, it's not too bad here actually. It's definitely wet underfoot. But we're just taking it nice and steady up this section. I'm trying to cool down while carrying on walking because I'm so sweaty wearing all this stuff. But I don't really have anywhere to put it. And it is still raining a little bit. There's literally water gushing down everywhere you look. And a decent amount, which probably explains why there was so much water coming down the river we were at. Jesus, to say this is only just over a 5k, this is bloody tiring. I don't know why it's so tiring, but I am struggling. This is definitely boggy. Very boggy. Luckily, not sinking like really deep. Oh, that were quite deep. Oh, my laces, that was. But it seems to firmen up a bit here. Boots still holding out strong, no water in them yet. It might only be about 2 o'clock and we'll probably be at the Bothy for, I don't know, 2:30, 3 o'clock. But as soon as I get there, I'll tell you what, I am cracking open a drink. I don't know if it's the weather, the bog, which is making it a bit more tiring. I'm not really sure, maybe I'm just really hungry because I haven't had any lunch yet. But I'll be ready for some food and a nice drink when I get there. So when I did Tarn Crag, I followed this fence down. Tarn Crag's just up there. So this point on now, unexplored territory. I thought after we came over this hill, we would be able to see it by now, but we can't. Which in the end of the world, it might just be over that next hill. So I just checked my maps and it looks like we're just over halfway to the Bothy since we left that track down there. So I've still got a bit of a way to go. Yeah, I know I've already said it, but this is definitely one of the hardest 5k walks I've ever done. I don't know what it is about it. The weather's not making it easy. The bog's not making it easy. I am so glad we didn't go for that swim. That would have been the worst idea I've ever had. We would be absolutely regretting that. Right, so I think we should be able to see the Bothy from somewhere up here, surely. If not, we've gone wrong somewhere. Come on, give it to us. Yeah, we're gonna be able to see, I can feel it. Maybe, 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 where is it? Oh, this is so windy. Oh wait, I can see some trees and I know them trees are next to it. Why is it so windy up here? I've been blown down. What a lovely little valley it is though. I'm really excited to get in the Bothy now. It's nearly in sight. Oh, I can see the top of it. Oh, I can't see it. There we go. Now we are talking. Still got to get down there, but the end is in sight. As we're walking up here, I just said to Adam, it seems almost like something out of an American like horror film, like a little cabin or a little house in the woods. Like it seems like the scene for like some sort of murder film. Hopefully we don't have any of those sorts of problems because there's no signal here. But we'll have to see if we've got any people who are going to be staying in there with us. Here we go, we're here. We'll get in and then I'll do a quick walk around and show you our home for the night. There you go, Mosedale Cottage. As you can see, it's in absolutely the middle of nowhere. And as luck would have it, the weather's kind of got a bit better now we've got here. But there you go, that's it. I'm going to go in and have a little explore about. Right, so I'm not sure what you can see. I'm going to try to be a bit quiet because there might be someone in there. But we're here, as you can see. Someone's already had a brandy. So we're going to have a little look about. Here's one bedroom. This is potential, Adam, for us. Nice little bunk bed. I'll have a look at this other one. See what this is looking like. Yeah, this one's not looking quite as cracking as that one. Is this even a room? It looks more like a kitchen or something. I don't know about laying on that. There's a big lip there, right? So after me saying Adam saw someone, it turns out we were joking. So I've been really scared and like, oh, best be quiet. But this is one room in here. Definitely a bigger room. I mean, if other people came, I guess it makes sense for a bigger group to go in here, but if not, maybe we'll take this room. Yet again, another big room. Honestly, quite a spacious place. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like incredible, but like say you can just come stay here for free and look out the window and have a view like that. Absolutely amazing. So I don't know how well you can see, but someone's left some toilet roll. I'm not going to touch that unless I actually need it. But plenty of candles, that is just really good. I'm not sure if that's left by someone who like looks after the place or just random people. I mean, you've got some knives and forks. I won't be using them. I think I'll stick to my own. Some bacon mayo. I think I'll pass on that. Definitely going to have a read of this. This is the book. So I'm going to have a read of that. There's a pack of cards here. Didn't even need to bring my own. This is the view looking out from the main room. No one here at the moment, and obviously as more time passes, there's probably only a couple, maybe 3 hours of daylight left, so I'll have to see if anyone turns up. Honestly, it feels really weird. I can't believe we're actually going to stay the night here. Here's the wood burner. It's quite small, but let's see if I can work out how you use it. Oh, that's quite heavy, is that? Yeah, you can get a good bit in there, can't you? I don't know what this is, like a really old lantern. So I've just taken a seat at the table, got one candle out, and I'm going to have a candle-lit lunch with Adam. How romantic. So let's see if I can light this first try. Oh, I burnt my hand. And I got scared because like the table is like rocking. I wouldn't really lean on this table. It's pretty rickety. How do you light a candle?
Other way around.
What do you mean?
Right.
You do it. Go on, Adam. Show us how it's done. Oh. Woohoo! There we go. If that's not a vibe, I don't know what it is. Candlelit lunch. I was just saying to Adam, it's a tiny bit nippy in here, but then I breathed out and like you can see. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Must be a bit nippy in here. There you go, candlelit dinner. Gonna enjoy this food, then I might just crack open my drink and wait to see if we get any visitors tonight. So I was just reading this and it just said, although it would be nice if the little young lady in the white dress who was giggling outside the cottage all night had been taken away by the clown. See many pages back. And there were another review that I saw more recently saying something about watch out in the back room or something for Janet. So is this place haunted? I guess we'll find out. Oh wow, now that's good, look at that, drawn a full bottle of port. Oh, and then she's plugged her Instagram, so I'm plugging my YouTube. And I'm going to keep reading for this, there's loads, back all the way back to 2018, so this is going to be my reading for the night. So I flicked back even further. By the way, this Bothy is haunted. I don't know if people are joking or not, if they're just trying to like have a laugh. If it's only us, I think it's going to be quite scary. We're here now. So just reading this, and for some reason people keep drawing like magic mushrooms in the book. Look, there was some on the other page, some there. If we scroll back a couple more pages, more magic mushrooms. So it seems like that's what people do while they're here, which maybe explains the haunted stories. Maybe they're just tripping. We'll find out later. So there you go, that's it from the front. Honestly, what a cool little location. And the fact we've got it all to ourselves at the moment, at least that's given me a chance to do a bit of videoing. So I'm just going to have a little look around here. See if I can find the haunted woman. Good that you've got a stream coming down here as well. Just so then you can fill up your water. Some wheelbarrows. Not really too much else around here. Honestly, it's actually quite cold when you just sat still. I was thinking we'll wait until like 6 o'clock before we get the fire on. But like it might be on at like as soon as it goes dark, to be honest, in like an hour. But I think it's time to maybe crack open a drink. There you go, our first view of blue sky all day. It's good to see. So there you go, I'll just do a quick tour. I've already done a tour, but I'll just show you what it's like when you first walk in. So you walk in here, little area to put like your shoes maybe. Never used the vicinity of the Bothy as a toilet. Yeah, definitely do. Oh, there's a spade, if you do fancy it. Someone's bent that spade. You don't know what could be on the end of that, so I won't be going near that. And this is the main room. On a lot of pictures there was a sofa, but it's gone. But I can imagine that did get pretty wrecked. There you go, Malibu time. But I've got one thing to mention. If I can turn it around, my hands are quite cold. Malibu has changed 18% instead of 21%. This is going to be our first time trying it. So I'll see if it tastes any different. I'm hoping it tastes maybe a bit sweeter, but we'll see. Ah, love that sound. Malibu taste test. First time having the 18% Malibu, the new one. maybe it just is a bit smoother, maybe it just goes down, it's a bit almost like water. I don't know how to describe it, it's like the liquid feels lighter, if that makes sense, but it still tastes good, so not too many complaints over here. Here we go, sleep setup, ready for the night. I've got my usual setup, should be more than warm in that. It's just that I'm in damp clothes, that's the only reason I'm getting cold. Outside you can see my reflection, but it's getting close to dark, so I think we're likely to have the place to ourselves, which is pretty cool. It's only going to get down to about 8-9 degrees. I've been down to about 2 degrees in the sleeping bag. I should be fine. I've lent Adam my old faithful, not a very good sleeping mat, but a sleeping mat is better than no sleeping mat, especially on this wood surface. So all set up here. I think we're gonna maybe get some food on soon, have some drinks, and I think we're gonna get this fire started, dry off our clothes, and then really settle in for the night, get around the fire, and have a good old time. So I don't know how well you can see right now, but I don't know what time it is, probably 6:15ish. But we've got the fire on, it's going nicely. Got a couple of candles up, honestly. Really relaxing. We've obviously got the place ourselves, unless one of the haunted people turns up late at night. But this candle, when we got here, there were just that candle, but there was no wax in it, so what I did is I melted the wax out of another one, poured it in there, waited for it to solidify. And now we've got that candle, which is probably the most lit candle when you compare it to the other ones. But I'm probably going to have some tea soon. I'll turn on the light, because I've got my lantern up here, and there's a perfect hanging spot. There's loads of little hanging spots. On full light, look at that. You can see around the whole room now. Look at that. We've got this place all to ourselves. I feel like a Victorian. Especially when I turn that light off and we just use the candlelight and the firelight. It's like a Victorian house. We're just kind of living. I don't know how humans originally lived. Instead of using stuff like electricity, we're just using the natural way to produce heat and light, which is quite a good feeling, really. So there you go, that's how much Malibu I've drunk so far. So I'm nearly halfway through, and you can maybe tell by my voice. And it's just before 6:45, so I'm probably going to take it a bit steadier. Malibu should drop a sponsor for that. Come on. I know it's not like the sun palm trees that they're going for, but like a Bothy with a fire, same kind of heat. Look at that. I think that's a sponsorship right there. Tag Malibu in the comments. Honestly, you can't beat just sat by the fire, watching the flames, enjoying the warmth. Unbeatable. Honestly, look at that. Tell me I've put my lantern, because it's collapsible, I've collapsed it. Look at that. You tell me that's not a Malibu advert right there. Right, so excuse the mess, but I've got my mum's homemade sweet potato curry, which I do really like. And then I'm going to cook this up. And in here, I usually put tin foil over top. But I've got my couscous, I'll give that a little mix up. Combine it with the sweet potato curry, and I think I've got myself a pretty nice tea there. So here we go, I've got my sweet potato curry with my couscous. And honestly, it smells amazing. I'm really excited to try this. So I'm going to eat this up, sit by the fire, have a few more drinks, and just have a good time. And I'll put on the camera whenever the next update happens. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy this food. So I'm in the room finally. There you go, you can see our candles down there. But it's time for bed, finish off our drink, have my pack of Rolos, and I'll catch you all in the morning. Have a good night.